Okay, hello, my name is Malcolm Simeon, and I'll be talking to you about a banned book I read. So, a banned book is basically about, a banned book means that certain places and people don't want the book to be shown in the public because it has controversial content inside of it. And the book I'm going to be talking about is Drama by Raina Telegemier. Here it is. So the reason I chose this book is because of the demon story it has, and it kind of focuses on like young adolescents, like young people, growing up from their experiences and stuff. I love those. I like those kinds of stories, character development and growth, and makes me feel like I can relate to them a lot better on some kind of level. Easy to read too. So before I dive in, I just want to give a quick spoiler alert because I know not everyone has read this book, and yes, this book's been out there for a while. But people like to be surprised, so I want them to have that for themselves. And now I'll talk about the book. So the book itself, it has a main plot and a subplot to it. So in the main plot, it focuses on a girl named Callie who's really into the theater stuff, like the whole stage sets, the designs, the costumes, all that stuff. And she's working to help with the school play and stuff. She's not gonna become a performer, but she's definitely gonna help out all the back behind the scenes stuff with the stagehands and stuff. Now, in the subplot of the story, it focuses on her as well, but more on her drama life, I guess. Because here, she gets bitten by the love bug a couple of times, but in all the wrong places because the guys she has crushes on, they're not what they seem to be, and she finds out the hard way, which is kind of sucks for her, but it's a good thing for her. She grows from it, and there is a happy ending, I promise. But I'll stop there for now. So the book was banned in Texas for 3 consecutive years from like 2014 to 2017, 18-ish. And it was banned by the ACLU, the American Liberties Union. And they banned this book from 3 schools actually. They banned it from Franklin Middle School, Kirby Middle School, and Champion Hill Elementary. They banned this book because it had LGBT content inside of it, which focuses, on same-sex relations and ideas. Guys like guys, girls like girls, all that kind of stuff. And in society, it is kind of an iffy topic to talk about because certain people think that it's kind of wrong to be that way. It's not how certain religious saw that's how you're supposed to live like that. And some people think that it causes like problems and issues like diseases like AIDS. But on the flip side, some people are proud of that and they're able to be themselves, and it's being more progressive. Like there's marriages that allows that. There's more pride parades. People are coming out. I mean, it's a lot of it's very good progress, but it still has its own struggles. So in the book, how it illustrates that in the book is that it has like these 2 main characters who are friends of Callie as well, and their names are Justin and Jesse. So they're twin brothers, 8th graders, and they are also part of the play that Callie's working on too. So Justin is a homosexual, but he knows it, and he even tells Callie and his brother, but not a lot of other people because I guess they're not ready to accept him, and he, I guess, knows that as well for himself. But he is happy about who he is, though. And his brother Jesse is kind of different because apparently he actually does come out. He comes out in the story because it happens during the time where he actually fills in for the main actress for the final performance of the play by taking over a role and singing and dancing in the dress. And he even gets a chance to kiss the male lead, which he kind of likes a lot too. So it is a lot to kind of take away from this story in the book, which is kind of hard to follow a little bit for some people, I guess. But not a bad thing, because I think the book is really important to for people to read and pick up to understand about self-discovery, because in life you're gonna be on your own path, you're gonna make these choices for yourself, and not a lot of people are gonna understand nor accept them, but the only person who should accept and understand them is you, because as long as you're happy and you feel good about this, then that's all that matters. And on your journey and path, you're gonna find like people who are gonna, have big hearts and open minds to accept your choices, and they'll help you make your journey a smooth one. And there's an expert I want to read from the book that illustrates that very well. So what I'm gonna read from is a part of the book where it happens closer to the end, and it's like a previous, it handles like a previous problem from the other pages, I guess, and it's a resolve between Callie and Jesse. So here I go. So it starts out with Callie going into an empty auditorium. Jesse's looking up to the ceiling. She goes sits next to him and she says, "Hey." He says, "Hi." It's quiet for a while. Then she asks him, she tells him, "I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry that I blew up at you, and I'm sorry for being selfish. I was your formal, and it was silly of me to think you And then he interrupts her saying, Callie, I'm the one who should be apologizing to you. However, it was you who told me to go after what makes me happy. And then she says, that wasn't quite what I meant. So you and Wes, huh? And then he says, well, sort of. Wes still doesn't know if he really is gay or, I don't know, bi or whatever. And then she says, really? What does your brother think? And he says, oh, he definitely thinks Wes likes me. And she says, well, you are a pretty likable person. And then he hugs Callie and says, thank you, Callie. You've been such a huge role in my breaking out of my shell. And if I was going to like any girl, it would have been you. And then she shoves him off and says, what load of good that does me now. And it ends the panel or the page with them laughing and smiling, and I'll end it there. So yeah, I like the idea, being around people that accept you the way you are and being a person that accepts you who you are. So yeah, so thank you for listening to my book talk, and bye.